Alright peeps, it's been almost a year now since I've had this ice maker, and I occasionally get a question: how is this ice maker working? Do I have any opinions about it prior to the first video I made? Surprisingly, I'm shocked. I've had this almost a year. Other than doing routine cleanings at least once a month, I've had no problems. It's ran 24 hours a day, non-stop, making ice for me. Yes. So let's take a good look at it. It's still just as clean as it was. Now I do choose to select the bigger chunks of ice because I don't like the little teeny ones. Not at all. Don't like them. So I still have the nice chunky ones. Someone was asking me about the cleaning function. So if I remember correctly, it's you have to take it off mode and then choose cleaning. If you look right there, that's the cleaning light. So let me see if I zoom in so you can see this a little bit better. That's as far as I can zoom. So there's a cleaning light. So let's go back from the beginning. It's in right here. It says that it's powered on. We power it off, hit select until it goes over to cleaning. And now it's in cleaning mode. Now you could use white vinegar with mixture with water, or I often use regular dish detergent. With temperature of water right around 95 to 100 degrees. It's as long as it's not too hot that it burn you. It's because most of this is plastic, so you don't want it too hot. You don't want the parts to melt. So I usually put it in so it's just hot enough that I can deal with it, but not too hot that it's going to melt the plastic. And usually I use liquid detergent. I do it, flush it, put it in set mode, run it several times, drain it. There's a drain plug right under here. You have to lift it up to be able to get to the drain plug. And then I go ahead and drain it, fill it back up with water, flush it. And I'll flush it several times to make sure all the suds and stuff are out of the system. But I am highly impressed. It's been almost a year, I think 11 months, between 11 and 12 months since I did the first video on this, and it still works like a charm. The only thing I've done to this is clean it once a month, if it needs it or not. There's no sign of mold growing in it, which I've heard from a lot of ice makers. People say there's mold growing inside of it. You can look inside, there is no mold anywhere. If you look, no mold. A lot of places get mold up in here. The only thing I did see was a little browning, but that comes clear with the either vinegar or the soap detergent, and you can wipe it off with a cloth. But other than that, there's no molding at all. So you don't get sick, and that's the biggest thing that worried me when I got this, because I've seen so many previews of mold growing in these ice machines. That's what I was worried about. But luckily, this year-long review, second review of this, I am absolutely amazed that this product that I believe was made in China is still performing like a champ. And let's put into consideration, I run this 24 hours a day. It doesn't get a rest. Only time it stops making ice is when it runs out of water and I have to put water in. So periodically I'll check to see if it needs water. And if you can, look, here's the tray that comes straight out. And if you look, you can see where the water level, you can probably not see. Let me see if I can tilt it over a little bit so you guys can see it. See? It's right around what it should be. It's a little low, but not that low. And the good thing about it is if the ice starts to melt, it melts right back into the reserve so it can get recycled again. And most of the time the water lasts long enough, and I always have a thing for ice. It does have automatic shut off, so if the ice gets too high, it'll stop making ice until the level lowers, which means you don't have ice overflowing, spewing out of the top and making a big mess in your house. Again, I cannot emphasize enough how well made this product is, and it has a 3-year warranty, and it was made in China. I'm looking at the symbol now. I am shocked that it still works, because I bought some items, especially those air fryers and stuff from Aldi's, and a lot of them last a few months and then pretty much dead as a doornail. Oops. So if you look close enough, you can see made in China. Oops, wrong side. Made in China. So my final review on this ice maker, almost a year later, is that it is functional, it's doable, and outside of routine cleaning it once a month, I clean it once a month even if I don't need to, just so that I can keep things in control. I've yet to see any mold or anything growing weird in here. It doesn't stink, have any foul odors, which is a lot of complaints I hear from a lot of more expensive ice makers. The number one is mold. The second is it may have a foul smell to it. Some of the foul smells may be associated with the water you put in, so I usually put filtered water in this device. Reason is, we don't have a perfect water system, and it depends on where you is. You may have hard water, you may have soft water, you may have too many minerals in the water, and you have a whole lot of different issues. And my water here is good. But it works like a charm. I've not, knock on wood, had any issues with this at all. And I can probably say Aldi's and the Chinese company that made this, they did a good job. A year later, it's still functional and it's still operational, and you can still use it. Aldi's, last time I went, didn't have it in there. I'm not sure if you can still get it from Aldi's, if they have another one coming on. But if you can get one, I would highly suggest you get one. It comes with a 3-year warranty. And it's been almost a year now, and it's still kicking. 24 hours a day. But I'm not impressed because refrigeration has been around for years. If you can't master refrigeration, get out the business. Knock on wood with some brands I won't talk about who did some crazy stuff with some of the refrigerators using, but anyway. So my final review on this one, unless you guys want another one, is that at a almost year mark, it has passed all the tests I gave it. Durability, to be able to run 24 hours to make ice when I want to. Only thing I had to do was clean it and put more water in it. It would be a nice option if it had a tap so that you can have water just fill in automatically. But it's not that. It's only $69. You can't ask for the world. But for what it does well, exceptionally well. I cannot emphasize how well built and how pleased I am with this purchase. If I could, I would buy another one, but I can't find them. So if you can find one, post it in the comments. Say which Aldi did you find it. I'm going to see if I can find a link somewhere that may sell this brand, since it was Aldi, so good luck with that. But if you can find one and pick one up at Aldi's, I suggest you go pick one up. This thing has... It takes my ice trays in my refrigerator to freeze quicker than I can make ice out of this. Let me say that again. It takes my freezer longer to make ice than and of course the cubes are much bigger in my ice trays. But I can make ice until my heart is content. The average ice set of icicles that come out of it is probably about between 5 to 8 minutes. Bloop, 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 comes up, and then it flushes through, put some more, prepares to make some more sickles, flush it through again. Boom. So would I highly recommend this after a year? Absolutely. Go get you one if you can. Until next time, Ron Tech World, this is the review that you all been wanting to know. Would this ever last almost a year? And it has. If need be, I might come up with a second year to let you guys know if it's been working for 2 years. But for now, it is working like a charm. Remember, white vinegar, or you can use a mild detergent with water. I would say right around 95, 100 degrees, as long as it's not too hot that it burns you. And just put it in, flush it several times, make sure there's no fuzz, suds, don't smell of vinegar. Flush it a few times. It doesn't hurt to flush. You could flush it, clean it, drain it, put more water in, drain, let it self-clean, because it sends the water all through the system, and then drain it until you can no longer smell the vinegar, or you can no longer see the suds from the detergent. We're looking about 5, 6, sometimes as much as 8 cycles. It does the cycles on you. You just need to come back and check it. And let me go ahead and drain it, refill it back up. It's that simple. And you can do it once a month. I do it once a month. So, guys, get you one if you can. But until next time, come by and check me out some more often. This is Ron Tech World. You'd be good.